ಏನಿದು ಲೈಟ್ ಇದು ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಏ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬಾ ಓಕೆ ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ 1 minute ಆಯ್ತು ಓಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ Good morning, my dear students. Today's topic is gas welding, oxyacetylene welding. Oxygen and acetylene gases we are using here. The mixture of these two proportionally we have to mix to get the proper flame. So there are three types of flames are there. One is a neutral flame, 50% oxygen, 50% acetylene. And we have uh, oxidizing flame. Proportionately, oxygen percentage is small compared to acetylene. Then we have carburizing flame. We have the third one is the carburizing flame. Compared to oxygen percentage, acetylene flame is more. One is neutral, 50%, 50% oxygen acetylene. In carburizing flame, acetylene percentage is more. In oxidizing flame, oxygen percentage is more compared to acetylene. So these are the three types of flames we have. I'm going to display it anyway. So look at the screen where the sketch I displayed here. So the gas welding setup is consisting of oxygen cylinder and acetylene cylinder. Don't worry about pressure regulator and all. So those two gases are taken to the gas welding torch. Gas welding torch. You see that these are the pipes. This is the pipe from the uh, oxygen cylinder, and this is the acetylene cylinder. Okay. So here this is the gas welding torch. Gas welding torch. Here uh, both the gases are mixing and coming out here. So when you so ignite it by using a lighter or a match stick, a stick of match, it starts burning. The gas mixture starts burning. This is the filler material. So this is the base metal or workpiece where you want gas welding joint here only. So when you move this one, so here enormous heat is developed here due to combustion of the mixture of acetylene and oxygen. So that heat is sufficient to melt this filler metal. Okay. So this filler metal, when you supply heat to the filler metal is converted into molten metal. So that is allowed to the joint where you want. Okay. The next one is this is another setup, another gas welding setup. So the same, similar to the previous one. This is the explanation for oxy-acetylene welding, or simply we can call it as gas welding. Gas welding. Only thing is we have to mix acetylene and oxygen in proper proportions. If proportions of oxygen and acetylene both are same, we are going to get a neutral flame. When acetylene is more, we are going to get carburizing flame. If the oxygen percentage is more, we are going to get oxidizing flame. I'm going to display how to find out how to distinguish these flames. Okay. Uh, so this is the setup in the color. The actual photograph is shown here. This is the shown here. Oxygen cylinder, acetylene cylinder. Okay, and metal valves to mix oxygen and acetylene here. These are the pressure regulators. Pressure regulators. Uh, so look at here. So this is the pipe for oxygen. That is the black color, and this is the pipe for fuel cylinder. That is acetylene. Acetylene. So, okay, is shown. Right. So gases are flowing to the gas welding torch or gas welding gun. So here both are mixing here, and so by using this one, you can control the oxygen and acetylene gas. Yes. And after mixing, it passes through this pipe. This is the nozzle. This is the nozzle. So this is the flame we are going to get. Here is one more over two workpieces are there. These are to be joined. So here this is the here you have to allow what is that filler material. So filler material melts and upon cooling we are going to get a gas welding joint. Okay. So next you see that is in the move madam this that but na. So these are the gas welding flames. Gas welding flames. Gas welding flames. So the first one is a neutral flame. So you see that this is the outer envelope, outer envelope. You see that this is the outer envelope. This is the inner cone. So it will be clearly distinguished when we are using. So based on the experience that the gas welder is setting the flame according to the requirement. So when you see this type of flame, easily you can uh, identify that as neutral flame. Okay, next one is a reducing flame. You see that. So this one is the outer envelope. This is the acetylene envelope, and this is the inner cone. So one, two, three, you can easily you can see that one. All of these are clearly visible. This one is a reducing flame. So this one is oxidizing flame. In the oxidizing flame, percentage of oxygen is more. So by that way, you can identify this is the oxidizing flame. So the types of flames already I told: oxygen or the carburizing flame, oxidizing flame. That's neutral flame. So neutral flame is used to weld mild steel, stainless steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum. These are the for these materials you have to prefer a neutral flame. Then this is the oxidizing flame. You see that. So very in the color sketch it is very clearly visible. This is the inner cone, the pointed. It's visible. Actually, it is visible. This is the outer envelope. Okay, envelope. This is the inner cone. If you see this type of flame after setting, so it is oxidizing flame. Okay. Okay, okay, no problems. So, so all some are coming late. In between, they are disturbing the class. This is over. This is another setup. Okay. These are the types of flames: oxidizing flame, carburizing flame, neutral flame. In neutral flame, once again I tell you, 50% oxygen, 50% acetylene. Carburizing, in that acetylene flame is percentage is more. Okay. Then in oxidizing flame, oxygen percentage is more. Types of flame. So this is the very clearly you can see here in the color sketch. And I'm going to share this one, all this study material with you. Don't worry. And this is the oxidizing flame. Very clearly is visible. The inner cone. Okay. Amma, idaitala. Is the last item. Huh? Okay. So now with this, I can conclude gas welding process. So now I want to revise the entire portion so far I covered, starting from this one. What is soldering, brazing, and soldering, brazing, and welding. Okay. ಯಾರೋ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು ಸಾದಿಕ್. Okay, this is the starting from soldering. You know that two metals are joined by using a material solder. Okay, the solder is in the form of wire. Here in soldering, we are using a flux. Function of flux already I told. It has to clean the surfaces where you want to intend to get the joint, and at the same time it has to avoid atmospheric oxygen to have contact with the joint. This is the function of flux. Sometimes in the form of paste flux is available, so he has to the person who is performing soldering, he has to use that paste like material as a flux. Sometimes what happens now, materials are advanced in the soldering wire itself, flux is included. Then no need of using extra flux. Okay. Then I'll move to the next slide. So this is the soldering process. Soldering process. So copper pad board here. This is the circuit board. He wants this one joint here. These two are to be joined. So this is the tip of soldering iron or soldering gun. This is the soldering wire. Very clearly illustrated here. Okay. So this is the soldering gun. This is the soldering gun or soldering iron. Soldering iron. So when you plug to the this one, you plug it to the main power supply. Due to that one, electrical energy is flowing through this one, the wiring, and that is converted, electrically converting heat energy. The tip of this one is getting heated. Its temperature is you can set it now. Digital setting is available. According to your requirement, you set the temperature. Okay. Next one is, this is the soldering set. Complete set is there. This is the soldering wire. So here in the wire itself, flux is included, or if it is not included, the paste-like material he has to use. This is the soldering gun or soldering iron. So these are the electronic items. This is I can identify this. This one is diode, and these are ICs. I think ICs. Okay. Next one is brazing process. Brazing. Here the filler material is spelter. Spelter material we are using, and these are the two metal pieces. This is the one metal piece. This is the another metal piece. These two will be joined. These are to be joined by using a brazing process. So these two metal pieces are heated, sufficiently heated, and this filler material is as a spelter I told is introduced here. So due to that one, it melts. Okay, that is why the melting point of spelter metal should be less than the base metal. Melting point of the spelter material is less than base metal. Due to the heat of the base metal, this melts and flows along the surface by the capillary action. Okay. So this is the next one. That is the same brazing process illustrated with the 2D sketches. So that is that torch we are using for as a heat source. This is the filler material. These are the two pieces are to be joined here. Okay. This is another sketch here. So from here is started to form. So what is that? Uh, brazing joint. So this is the solidified already. This is the in water state. This is the filler metal. This is the heat source. Heat source. So these again one more brazing process for different shapes. This piece and this piece are to be joined here. To make a single piece. So for that, this is the filler wire or filler material. This is the heat source. Here he is using laser beam to convert this filler wire, which is in the solid form. So when heat is supplied, that melts and forms the pool, metal pool here. ಒಂದು ಅವತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಚೂರು ಆಯ್ತು. ಅದು ಬಂದು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? Just 1 minute, I'll come back. So here, this is the solidified filler material. So upon solidification, these two are joined. So this is heat source, and this is the filler wire or filler material. So filler material is in the form of wire that melts here upon receiving heat from the heat source. Here he is using uh, a laser beam. Okay. So okay, next one is I'll come to the welding process. Welding is again is a process of joining two or more metals, two or more metals. So many are disturbing me. In between, they're coming and joining. Definitely, it is a disturbance. Oh, okay. So then I start this welding process. In the first one is arc welding process. You see that the entire setup is shown here. So, and it is very simple. Yes, there is no magic in that. Magics are very difficult to understand. Magics. Okay. So here this is a power source. So this is the workpiece, right? So the electrode is holder is made part of the electric circuit or power supply circuit. Okay, this is the electrode. This is consumable. If you are using it, its length becomes shorter. So the remaining material is melted here and forms a weld metal pole. Okay, and workpiece is also made part of the electrical circuit. So if here when the power supply is switched on, power is supplied to electrode holder accordingly to the electrode. So initially what you have to do is you touch the workpiece and take it away. Momentarily you touch it and take it away. You maintain the gap of 2 to 3 mm from the workpiece surface. So instantaneously, the huge quantity of heat is developed and arcs are developed. It is clearly visible. Clearly visible. So at the tip of the electrode, due to very high temperature, that electrode material melts and forms the joint here. Okay, this is the principle of arc welding. Arc welding. This is another sketch. Is here also some color sketch is there. It is very similar to the previous sketch. So you study this one. This is the electrode. But electrode holder is not shown here. Only electrode is shown. But electrode arc welding electrode is having the composition of the base metal, and electrode is covered with coating. That coating is nothing but a flux. Already I explained what is the function of flux. Remember, function of flux, you can expect the question on this. Okay, right. So next one, this is the actual arc welding process. The person is shown here. This person is performing arc welding process. This is the welding transformer. From the welding transformer, power is supplied to the electrode holder. Here is the electrode, and another this one power supply. Other terminal of the power supply is connected to the workpiece. That is why workpiece is also the part of the electric circuit, power supply circuit. So when he is touching the electrode, he is touching the workpiece. and momentarily it takes away. He will maintain the gap of 2 to 3 mm. That's all. Instantaneously, you can observe arcs and huge quantity of heat is developed at the tip of the electrode. Due to that, electrode melts and forms the welding joint. To protect our eyes from the bright arcs by using this one, shield, welding shield. Nowadays, nowadays we are having um, welding goggles. Welding goggles protect our eyes. Okay. Then coming to this is all about arc welding process. Now I come to the MIG welding. Another name for this MIG welding is gas metal arc welding. Gas metal arc welding. MIG means it is an abbreviation, metal inert gas welding. Metal inert gas welding. Another name for this one is gas metal arc welding. So this is the MIG welding sketch. So you see that here everything is clear. This is the workpiece. Here we want to joint. Here at this particular point we want joint. So it is having a welding gun. In that we are allowing inert gas through this one. This is the passage for the inert gases. Inert gases here. So this is the electrode wire. We have to feed it from outside like this. Okay. So when your what is that? The power supply is switched on. Power supply is switched on. Power flows, or sorry, electricity flows and reaches the wire reel, and when we touch this one to the workpiece, here the wire starts melting and forms a molten metal hole. The gases, inert gases, you know that already. What are the inert gases we are using? You tell me example for inert gases: argon, helium. These are some neutral gases which do not react with the base metal and shields this joint area. This is the joint area uh, from atmospheric air. Okay. So next one is, this is another colored sketch of the MIG welding process. MIG welding process is very clearly mentioned. Parts, everything here. The list is given according to numbers. Okay. Okay. Next one. This is the MIG welding torch. MIG welding torch. You see that actual MIG welding torch. Next, TIG welding. Tungsten inert gas welding. Tungsten inert gas welding. Another name for this one is gas tungsten arc welding. Here, tungsten itself is the electrode. It itself is the electrode. It is not non-consumable. It is non-consumable. Filler material externally we have to supply. Okay, that is illustrated in the next case. This principle of process of TIG welding process. So this is the tungsten inert gas in the 2D sketch. You see that this is the gas nozzle through which you are supplying inert gases to protect this area from atmospheric air influence. Okay. Then filler material we have to supply from externally. So this is the workpiece. Okay. Running out of no, close uh, running. Also only 10 minutes left out. Anyway, uh, next one. This is the color sketch of the tungsten inert gas welding. Okay, I supply. Don't worry. I supply you. Share this one with you. So this one is a beautiful sketch of the tungsten inert gas welding. You see that very clearly cross section is shown. This is the tungsten electrode. This is the arc. This is the filler material, and this is the gas nozzle through which we are supplying inert gases. Okay. So this one is the atmosphere. Outside is atmosphere. Outside inert atmosphere is provided here. Okay. That means atmospheric oxygen should not react with a welded joint when it is hot. When it is hot, if the atmospheric oxygen is reacting with the metal, so oxidation is taking place. The joint which we are going to get is weak. That is why. So this is the gas welding equipment. Just now I explained it. Right. So another sketch of the gas welding, and this is the photograph actually. So two cylinders are there. One is for acetylene, and another one is for oxygen, acetylene, oxygen. So these two gases are to be mixed properly in proper proportions. If acetylene and oxygen, if they are in the same proportion, 50% acetylene, 50% oxygen, we are going to get neutral flame. Neutral flame. So these flames we can easily identify. In the next sketches, I show how to identify. So this is another sketch. Same sketch, but the workpiece is shown here. That's all. Some modification. So these are the three types of flames. Clearly, you can distinguish. This is the neutral flame, 50% acetylene, 50% oxygen. How to identify this one? So by the inner cone, this is the outer envelope of the flame. So this is, if you see this type of flame, looking at that one, you have to say this is a neutral flame. So this one is reducing flame. Reducing flame. See, that means in this flame, if you supply or if you increase the percentage of acetylene, acetylene, so then we get this type of flame, reducing flame or carburizing flame, reducing flame or carburizing flame. So how to identify? This is the outer envelope. So this is the acetylene feather. This is the inner core. So very clearly visible all this. Whatever I am showing the sketch is visible when you look at the actual flame. So this one is the oxidizing flame. Oxidizing. In oxidizing flame, percentage of oxygen gas is more compared to acetylene gas. Okay. So next one is neutral flame. So look at here. So this is the gas welding torch. So this is the outer envelope. This is the inner cone. So this and temperature zones are also given very clearly. This type of flame is nothing but neutral flame. These are used for mild steel, stainless steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum. For welding of these materials, they are using this one. The next one is carburizing flame. You see that the three zones are clearly visible. Carburizing. In this, acetylene percentage is more. Acetylene percentage is more compared to oxygen percentage. Okay. So look at here. This is the oxidizing flame. Oxidizing flame. So here, the inner core you see, and this is the outer core, outer envelope. You say that. So these are very clearly visible. Look that gas welder, by experience, he is going to set the required flame. Required flame he is going to set it by experience. So now, as a student, you know this one. When you get the chance of doing gas welding, remember which one you have to prefer to gas weld the metals, then you have to select it. And if gas welding equipment is there in your native place, please you take the help of that gas welder and learn more. Okay. So this is the almost end of the session. Ranjita is joining now. Ranjita is joining now, and this completes your metal joining processes. Chapter number 2 in module number 4. Okay, and this what all the today's study material I'm going to share with you, and um, download it and go for viewing each slide one by one and become perfect yourself. You have any questions here? Raghavendra, any questions? Today, no questions. Sneha from Kasargod. Hello, Sneha. You are from Kasargod. Yes, very good, very good. Pallavi, any doubt you have? You see, the topic I simplified very much, very much. Actually, this class is better than classroom teaching, according to me. What do you say? Are all of you are comfortable? Preetam, are you comfortable? Okay, fine, fine. Pallavi, yes, very good. Okay, tomorrow by this time, I take up the another chapter, that is belt drives. Belt drives. Anybody is having a sewing machine? Sewing machine, ಹೊಲಿಗೆ machine ಇದೆಯಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ? ಹಾ, ನೀವು ಪೆಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಾ ಮೆಷಿನ್ಗೆ? Rope like belt is there, you know? Rope, rope like belt. The motion is transferred from that to the main machine. So you remember that one. Best example for belt drives is your sewing machine. Your sewing machine, ಹೊಲಿಗೆ machine. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಯಿನ? Very good, very good. Okay, I wind up my class. Bye bye. Stay home, stay safe, and create awareness about COVID. Protect the health of all people in and around you. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.